That's it. Yo, I'm said. Then I go pass it. I can say me bantam na me tutu to you ni bi na ka. E dey practice na you know e ko yi. And then never try na say I just want to be real kakra. If you say actually kakra na yesua kwanya na faswa it be sua Bible. Now last week you sua about last month you sua about devotional method of studying the Bible. Under the umbrella of Hermeneutics. Now, and then what they are able to just spending more time with her. I must summarize it. It was sermon time for 5 minutes. But say the principles of character Bible study. Now, I can say character. Then the soup and character. Your devotional way of studying the Bible was in Israel last month. And your topical way of studying the Bible, topical, and then they say, obey topic be as a theme. Why research, we share the for that particular topic now. And your a theme Bible study, and also you just pick up a theme, just like a topic, but the theme, is broader. And yes, I walk so word by word. Bible no, your words be more on one. 1, 2 words here, I won't just say. And the words be more on so you don't take it literally. But when you study word by word, you're able to understand that. And you walk verse by verse. Verse beyond near and you see. And you walk chapter by chapter. Now, no member say a bit they can craft character. This is very important because it doesn't only apply to us when we come to church on Sunday. So we see a Bible. At our work, at home, in the community, wherever you go, to develop, to build your life as a human being. No. Mostly, we learn more from people than what we read from book. That's a fact. In Kola, I won't can book once on Sunday. Near we near Obeka, if you Obeko, we need a year, and no, and I correction the film. Then young Kola, young penny for you and then youth in the Abba. Be on more say, oh, this man is my role model, this woman is my role model. Besides, what do you know about that man or that woman? Nothing. Okay, nothing. And you know, sir, let's hear about people's character. Because I tell people, say, don't reinvent the wheels. In other words, man can say we don't want to yard the footfall. In Crawford yard to order that. When you are senior, not build it also. At the same time, you will be no wafa. The one gets out to Musu was home again. I don't care about anybody. I don't want to listen to anybody. But I'll be by myself. I'll do everything by myself. The worst thing is for you not to know that you don't know anything. Uye bibi na wanga sana ni uye no unim ena unsu ade anso mfa ho ena guso uye ebi okra ni ohwe no the answer is right in front of you, but because of your ignorance you won't see it. But when you learn from people you begin to see it. I was counseling some young ones last week. We went to a restaurant, I hope, and I've been telling them, say, one of the most important things you can do as young ones is to try the best you can to get along with good people. Because in life, inability to get along with people is a failure. And when you get along with people, you learn good things from them. You learn their struggles. You learn their challenges. You learn the positive things about them also. You know, how you feel that the whole world is right about me or in front of me. But when you tell your story to somebody, and a person tell you his or her story, you realize that, wait a minute, media crying. So you learn from it. So we're going to study about character today. Okay. Character, this is the outline for today. What is character? And then we have a question, and person, you can answer, and then we will study about why study character. Once we define character, and the question comes, why must we study character? I don't think I'm person and no be if it brother solo. I didn't try. Baby ofi, ni oye, ejuma oye, ni suban, na wale mu, ne busuafo, ni edebe. Ni edebe. Ediane odie. It's true, it's the fact. Ediane odie, senior sre, senior nanti. Wow. When na no me person mi huni na. Na me dey ejuma. Number 3, the components of character study. And then the guiding questions. Question because you have to prepare your mind with certain questions. I said last month, a devotional Bible study, there were a lot of questions. And you go say, who be there? And I said to observe the scripture, there are certain questions that you need to ask yourself. And the same thing applies to this one too. And then, personal application. That's the bottom line. The bottom line. I didn't think I miss spending my time. Let me share the fun solo. I didn't think I know so no. Or person can be beyond the me. That's his privacy. Why do I have to know? Why? Because of number 5. Application. Application. If you don't want to apply anything I tell you, then you're wasting my time. And you're wasting your time too. Or being you want to walk to school. Or spending time, I talk books, I spend time I got to know who is here, and you see a number of the NDPR. Why there? Okay, so number 5 is very important. Application. As I always say, you can know the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. You can quote it, you can recite it, you can know everything about it, but if you don't apply it, it means nothing. Absolutely means nothing. And then number 6, we'll try and use Caleb as an example. Okay, we got there, we use Caleb as example of character study. To be a you do one more, I want you to tell me, what do you know about Caleb? What do you like about Caleb? What are some of the examples? What are some of the things that you know about Caleb that can help you? Okay. All right. Now, because character, what do I mean by character? What is character? What is it? What is it? Say, say. Senior Misre and now senior Menante and now how? Can somebody tell me? Me about what's this? Into Monganongo.
I said a nipa the knee, senior says,
the knee, yeah,
and maybe obey more who said it.
Okay, Obama, so Obama back was on Kabi. What is character?
What is character?
What is it?
Unipa no. Ano na yitimi hu sɛ ni unipa no. Otie.
Okay, and you bia, and my yitimi hu sɛ ni nipa na de. Otie. The qualities that define a person's behavior, decision, and integrity. That is character. And normal be. Okay, so it's not just a noun, it's a verb. Okay, and normal be a way. And no elevating actually your character. Character is who you are, but nobody is there. Me chin up to her. Na ejiramati ono. Na me pieko. Na me ba no chin am da ho. Ejamo no so da ho. That tells me that say ejiramo no onya de be okromfo. Sami wo ho mi ni ho. Onfa, that's who he is. Okay. Character is, and you say, Nicholas Mensah intina woba. Character, and you say, solo be preachy intina woba. So solo preach you obeba. Character, and you say, oh, senior, and then lectureship, and I see a bit diani dianinti and a waba. I say, Nipa ba kumpo. And I'll tell you more adding. Character. Character is who you are when no one is watching. It's shaped by your values, beliefs, and actions. And that is character. Ukojuma. You see your way, I'm on Simon, you see your way. Papa. And our boss, Okoye, John Kwan or Hono. John Kwan and those around and I say, you know, because we be any one. No. A good character, whether your boss is there or your boss is not there, what you do, you will do it. That's a good character. Now, the character study explores someone's life and character, including his or her actions, relationship, weakness, and strength in their impact on others. Okay, as a character study. To explore senior, you better share obi and then the actions. Senior oye, the relationship, the weakness, the strength, and then the senior and impacting other people. Okay, Bible bring into the Bible, no? This is a Bible study. So the question is, let me ask you right now, who is Atibi? Why the Bible no pa? If I say role model, Abraham. Okay. I don't know Abraham. What do you like about Abraham? Okay. Maybe some question answer be about personalize it. Okay. Wo me nentia per Abraham. Isa say. We show what about your life. I want practicals. Okay. Let us now generalize it. So when you are studying about somebody in the Bible, these are some of the things that you need to know about that person and to jump in and before you can conclude. Okay, the person's actions, the person's relationship with Ayankofa is friendly, right? Okay, relationship Ayankofa. Your weakness. Whoa. Emre time.
No.
Emre, yeah. Okay. And your strength. Okay, you have to know the person's strength. And then the most important thing. Okay. The strength in here. What are some of the impacts? Okay, to other people? Because Nipa, your character, it teaches people a lot. They have the ability to do more. but they live below the level of their potential because of external influence. And sometimes when it influences them a lot. Sometimes it's like that. We behave like children. We quickly take things from people without us examining them and see whether it's right or wrong. We just take it because Abia or Nipano, friends say, Abia or Sikini, and I say, oh, somebody. Sometimes we put prestige over what? Over knowledge. Sometimes we like that. Now, go back. Okay. 1 John 4:1. I say 1 John 1. Dear friend, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit. You must test them to see if the spirit they have comes from God. For there are many false prophets in the world. Identity and a character study, very important. Why study people's character? 1 John 4:1. Do not believe everything about people. Is there anybody here who believes everything about people? Is there anybody here? Obi wahanu mo oni die. Obi a no beka bia wuchi di. Obi wahanu. Sa? Okay. Wanya. Okay. Obenyo bi. Mbacho ai.
Adofo monye ahonhom enyina enni.
Adofo ba monye ahonhom nyina ehun enni. Okay, Bible na wo ho no. So person Bible no, who share the few obi ho pa na who take in the panel character. One kasa na boawa. Don't just look at that person on the surface and believe whatever he said and believe whatever he does. But study about that person. That's the character study.
Na monso ahonhom no nhwe se ofiri onyankopon ana.
This is your work. Test the spirit. How will you do that? How will you do that? How will you do that? The Bible says here, na say me comfort. Me kasa says here, but them sa to so a. Here the encounter the biara da. Obo yesikeni. Baby oboko bia twuma bia opa bia e de bama. Sika bia oboko bia obo ni dimpe na ye de ato wa ma. Umuda. Odie me bompa go su sesia me ka choro dia na dwe koda obani nsan sesia. So this is surface. I'm telling you, how will you believe me? Or how will you believe me? Okay, so my dear, you have an experience, you have a fact. Okay, so for you to get the fact and know, say, I'm right, you need to do what? Study that person's character, and there are a whole lot involved. Come in.
Oh, no, I'm saying economics.
Okay.
By knowing the truth.
Okay. By knowing the truth, the Bible says, by knowing the truth shall do what? Set you free. It's an sana obi isu. And I said before you lean on somebody, not just even lean on somebody, before you put your trust on somebody, let me put it that way. Before you put your whole trust on somebody, you need to know that person. And to be able to know that person, you need to know that person's actions, his weakness, his strength. You need to know his communication, everything about that person. So in the Bible, when we talk of character Bible study, it's a whole lot of homework, a whole lot of work. But once you do it good, my brothers and sisters, it will help you a lot. To help you very, very well.
But I have a question.
Mami Maninko.
The question is, I'm saying, I'm saying too much.
So that's why there must be a reason. There must be a reason. Okay. Now, Christian, I think it's very important to know. You see, Omo our Bible no Nyankopon use omo Bible no. God didn't use them just for using sake, just for chance or anything. There's a reason. And no Bible, no, I can't Bible. I'm saying, wait a minute, God, why do you put it there? God told somebody to go and marry harlot. Yes. I mean, come on, God, why would you put it there? You said it's a sin, right? Why did you put it there? There's a message in there. So, character study, almost no Bible, no. Say, yeah, bro, even Crampo, no. Let me tell you this. Life becomes sometimes very simple and easy for you. If you take your time, study the Bible about somebody. You see, all what is going on in our life, the answer is right in there. Sometimes, maybe two. If you say, oh, it's only me. You haven't happened to anybody. But what kind of Bible know? You can tell people who went through a lot of difficulty, challenges, and you take their experience, their action, their character, their strength, their weakness, and everything applied to your life. You become the best, and God can use you, and you can inspire many people. But sometimes you don't see people. You don't see. But some people are worse, very worse than you. It's because of how they take it, how they approach it, and what motivates them. That's why character study is very important. Even some cases it's still essential, still very important. Say, if you ask me away, Uma obi keke influence so, but you learn about people, and it helps a lot. One of the things that I do, especially to the young ones, young fans say, so I want to be a tech, engineer. I said, okay, I'm not good in tech, but I can get somebody who can help you, but you can do this. And one day I will take you to Silicon Valley. And when I mention Silicon Valley, I'm so excited. Wow, Silicon Valley, we will go. Why Silicon Valley?
Because that is the top.
Normal computer, they are very genius. So they want to go there. So that inspired them. Something that can inspire them. Many young guys they call a friend saying Cornell University or Ithaca in New York, about 6 hours drive. The guy was going through a lot. Now, Makorabia or Timmy or Kosku Honomo, very young guy. Now, the first time I called, I was impressed. So I school, Ivy League school, friends say, Sika for money, president for money, or more government, they threw school fees, no one call. Now, the guy took me around and everywhere in the So I told this young guy, I'll take you to Cornell. Now, true, we drove, took him there. And I pick up Jaden, my current no school. Walk around, and this guy was so excited. As we were coming, he was putting plans, how he can change his life. Because he can see, they call him a friend say, cafeteria, so nice, so beautiful. What? Now, I'm not for young, I'm not for dinner, I'm more computers. Because he can see his peers. And if they can do that, he also can try and do it. Character study. So most of the time, it's always good to but don't copy the wrong ones. Okay. Now, this passage is talking about the need for discernment and careful evaluation when trusting people. Before you trust somebody, you have to know about a person so that you can always, you can yourself make your own judgment about that person. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 19. Bible says what? Putting confidence in an unreliable person in times of trouble can treat money. It's like chewing with a broken tooth or walking on a lame foot. This is a New Living Translation. Putting confidence in an unreliable person in a difficult time. Difficult time. Now I had the other day say me take for no say I won't do honor. Yeah, show one side yeah. Katawuni ba kuna try. Confidence in unfaithful man. Hammer, why are you showing my note? Shut that one down. Shut that one down. Okay. So, putting confidence in an unreliable person in times of trouble. When and how about no on here and more. Oh, here more pa. Nani pa uko no. I got this someone. The person is not reliable. It's like from frying pan to fire. So, it's in the tree. I have what those trainers is saying.
Concerning so.
Hey, I'm just so concerning. I said concerning you. Okay.
Concerning so any that so here them. It is a senior a boo. Any and none a free.
Okay. Too bad. Concerning one girl, means me try to work with. I said, putting confidence in an unreliable person. I think nobody will do that. Nobody must do that. Let me not say nobody will do that. Some people will do it. I'm telling you, they will do it. But nobody must do that. It's like what? It's like a tooth. It's like a tooth or walking on a lame foot. It's like a broken. Oh, we are there with broken tooth. You see how painful it is? Yeah. So when you have a problem and you're going to consult an unreliable person, from front point to far is worse.
Something a tree makers are concerned because we can't want some to be here. What they back caught baby.
Okay. In terms of you can concern. Okay. All right. So that's why it is always very important before you approach somebody, please know more about that person. Okay. No more. At least. The person will be familiar, will know about your problem and know how to help you. Okay, at least. Other than that, we are shooting ourselves on the foot. Okay, this is about a warning against trusting unreliable people. Sometimes we just because maybe because he's my friend. No, the friend of grandpa. No, you trust a friend. If it's a real friend, right? Your friend say. Me offer to be Ghana and opposite toka and nadamfo bi otoka no ton onim na de o se nadamfo pa nde ono pesa otoka wa na o ka se nadamfo ne say baby otoka no fa information man no so that nadamfo ne say no me fa ma wo de hu akwa we no say ade no say no say okay be kwa go hu akwa na me say hey ns say o say am fa ma wo a onye wa nadamfo no because I don't know, Papa, me, I was so many sika. Every now I don't for Baba away. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, and sometimes probably on one, but I tell you, because of what they can get.
That's right.
Obi sending me video. Nkolabi na ebobo, I was solo, and I born no ekoto for. I just said, via ekoto valuable is need you. No musha sa no se konwa. Na kwara baako o say no muso me mu osoro na muso me nan me mekofo na me libo na ba na mu na so oh na kwara no so mu nyina muso ne nan o nya muso ndende na no sensen o yi bo no tu bo no kosoro ndo tu bo no kosoro no mu jani
No, we don't.
I'm saying that word. So the people has a no and now for they say it's because of what he or she can get. Other than that, forget it. So it's always very important for us to know who we trust, who we okay. Proverbs 22:1. Choose a good reputation over great riches. Being held in high esteem is better than silver or gold. This is simple. Okay. It talks about the importance of person's reputation and character. So character study helps us learn how God shaped his children and how they respond to him. That's why those people are there in the Bible. You share about them, it teaches us a lesson, how they communicate with God, their relationship with God, and how God responds to them. And it helps a lot. And sometimes when we do this, it can help us. It can help us a lot. Okay. Now let's go to the practical part. How to do it. Okay, how to do it. How to study, how to do, to start a practical, a character Bible study. Number one, just like last month, devotional Bible study. Okay, just like that. You start with someone simple. Okay, someone simple. In devotional Bible study, you start with a Bible passage, simple, not too many. Can be one verse, not more than 10. It's up to you. Okay, but don't take too much. I'm confused. So start with someone simple. Okay? We don't have the experience in it. We're not even good in reading. We don't even read sometimes. Don't bother yourself. Like Jesus. Jesus is too much. Too much information about Jesus. Abraham, too much information. Okay? But choose somebody simple. And information is just limited. Just kakrebipe. And no better me abua. Okay? So because somebody
Mary, I watch you.
Mary, okay? Caleb, one Joshua.
Joseph.
Now Joseph can there also. Okay, Joseph here. Joseph here. Joseph can put a lot of information.
Why always good people?
They
are mentioning good people.
They are mentioning good people. What about bad people? Because the character study, I'm not talking only about good people. Okay, I said there's a portion there. There must be bad people too, because in life, you see, we are human beings. We go to challenges, difficulty, and we have weakness. So you have to know a weak person, how he deal with his situation. So it's not just good people, bad people. What? Potiphar, Samson, okay. Judas, okay. Judas, I mean, Okay. So start with someone simple, okay, and then get inside their mind. What do I mean by inside their mind? Try to know their feelings, how they feel, how they do things. Try to get inside. And to get inside, all is about reading about them, studying about them. If somebody physically, not from the Bible, somebody you know, try to be close with that person. That's how you know that person. And that's how our friend phones you, hey, you know what you want. Okay? And then put yourself in the story. The same thing about the application of devotional Bible study. Put yourself in the story. I had a story there. There's one rich man, a very rich man, an entrepreneur. Now, it's always baffled him when he sees people on the street begging for food, begging for money. Okay? And to him, he can't process it. Because it's so fair. So he wanted to do that. Because he wanted to understand what they're going through. Another city baby, for the card. The way back, and the way back. Sometimes we didn't attend, so talk, no gym, and the money. And after all this exercise, he began to help people. Because he can tell that it's not easy. A comedy war, hey, you can do anything to get food, isn't it? And that's how I know that sometimes those people, maybe no one is not genuine. But the real genuine ones, so they go through a lot. They go through a lot. So unless you put your foot in their shoe, you will never know what they're going through. And once you know and understand what they're going through, it helps you. It helps you how to treat them. I'm going to nipa bebree even na abrafo kwan bebree abrafo kan de mutu kwan sin before no esa so muntu kwan da mo ko bebi a nti no omo fi say friends so fi kura say and oni friends say chimpanzee bi kura na eti ofi omo ni mi hwe. So they treat you the way they are based on their perception about you. But so when nipa no the su near you respect him a lot. And that's why character study is very important. Don't confuse people with their names also. Bible now, sometimes, for example, you'll be studying about Zechariah. No, what could be this passage talk about Zechariah? What could be another passage, Zechariah? No. There are a lot of Zechariahs in the Bible. So you have to know precisely which Zechariah you're studying about. In the Bible, there are 30 different Zechariah in the Bible. 30 Zechariahs. And it's who studies the character study of Zechariah. You have to make sure. Okay, if you be a Mensah or meaning the Mensah, who study me now say, friends, me say my trouble book now code written by Mensah. Oh, okay. After them, okay, no. Okay, there are about 20 Nathans in the Bible, 7 Marys in the Bible, 5 Johns in the Bible. So don't confuse yourself with people's character. It is very important. Okay. Now, the approach, select the Bible person. Compile a list of passages about that person. How do you do that? Devotional Bible studies. I mentioned some tools that you need. The same tools that you need here. What are some of the tools?
I said, why?
What's it?
Why? And mine.
Okay, only a part of the questions. Okay, the tools. Usua Bible no books you know be obey here when you make it me abuwa. A good Bible, dictionaries, concordance. Okay, treasure of Bible knowledge. Some no one me abuwa. What to me a friend say concordance. For example, who study about Samson? What you Samson now? Bible passage be about Samson or Ebeba. And then you start again. Maybe there's something back open the Bible, no. So you have to know precisely what you're talking, who you're studying about, and then write every observation you found about him. Who, when, how, what kind of ebemo, who's here. And so, be aware of observe about that person because that's the whole reason why you're doing the character Bible study. The reason why you're studying about that person. Okay, so what to say, a friend say. Unti say obi ani tie wu ti say me a ene man fa pen and the paper because you can cramp everything there. Now tie wu say me dia fa pen and the paper. Bibia obo observe no write it down. Okay. So you write every observation you find about him. How he walk, how he eat, how he talk, how he dress, where he work. You name it. Nina 5 minutes. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, I said I'll spend more time and use 5 minutes to summarize in my sermon. So tell me when it's 10 minutes to 10 minutes to start the sermon. 11 o'clock home. And okay, so and then ask questions. Okay. Now these are some of the questions. There were thousands of questions. Okay, but we can start with number 1. What was his conversation experience? What was his conversation experience? Nipana usia no want some Bible no. Okay. The conversation, the kasemu enimna. How was it? Okay. Number 2. What did people say about him? Okay. Now you go into a third party. You want to know more about me. You work with me. You study me. You do everything. Now the next step, you ask some people about me because you want to confirm what you observe. Okay, so how do people see me? How do people talk about me? Okay, do people always say good thing about me or bad thing about me? If people say bad thing about me, you have to find out why. Okay, so this is very important, and it's a lengthy study. What did his enemy say about him? Okay, every human being have flaws. We have weakness. Every human being have enemies. It doesn't matter how good you are. Even Jesus have enemies, right? Yeah. Our Father God have enemies, right? Okay, so what does my enemy tells? Okay, so these are some of the things. And then, what did God say about him or her? Apart from what his enemy say, now what about Nyankopon? Okay, what about Nyankopon? What does it say about you, about that person? Okay, and then how did he respond to hardship? Nobody in this world is perfect. Nobody in this world is immune to hardship. But how do they respond to it? How? When you know how somebody responds to certain action, certain hardship, and when you face the same hardship, and you go to that person, don't you think the person will help you a lot? Yes. That's what you need to know about people. And then, did he get discouraged? Okay, when the person is in hardship or challenge or difficulty, did he or her get discouraged? Okay, let's run quick. How did he handle criticisms? Okay, you got criticized. We all know criticizing says, no, for the whole week. You cry the whole month. But we saw criticizing says, within a second, we are the best friend to cry. So there are people like that. You have to know all about this. What do you know about this family? Now you are broadening it. Okay, what do you know about this family? All this you might think is not necessary, but it is necessary because you want to put your whole trust in that person. That's what you want. Okay? What was his occupation? Where and how did he die? How did he get along with others? Okay. What was his family like? What influence did he have on others? And then the last one. What was his spiritual status? Some of the questions you can ask personally when you're studying about somebody. Okay. And you don't go through all this for nothing. There must be a reason of doing that. Okay. Now, after you do all this, okay, now we come into conclusion of studying about somebody. Okay. Why is that no meaning in there? And then you yourself have to summarize everything and write them down. Because that will be your how must I put it? That will be your tool, something that can help you in your life. So, did I see anything of myself in this person's life? Now you compare that person with yourself. Say, okay, and no one is saying, the people are familiar with me. So, you need to know that. What impressed me the most about this person's life? Auntie B, what impressed you about Abraham? So can say Abraham. What impressed you about Abraham? I like Caleb. Because what impressed me about Caleb doesn't mind can be on his own. He doesn't mind. Everybody can make whatever decision. As long as I know I'm doing the right thing, it doesn't matter, you can go. I can be on my own. That is Caleb. Okay, that is Caleb. That's why I like him most. Because some people, I know some, all these young, hold on, where are the youth? Where are the young guys?
They're back over there.
Oh, they're back over there. Okay. I know somebody told me something. This person is bright. He academically sound. And for some reason, his grades started going down. And when I asked, what's going on? So, well, I connect say, oh, this is my friend, I'm trying to blend in. Hello? Their grade is going down, they are doing things that are wrong, and you think you're going to lose their friendship, so you're blending in. So you are reducing your standard to blend in. That's ridiculous. But that's what sometimes our young ones does. And they think they're smart. Okay. So what impressed me the most about this person's life? What can I learn about this person? Besides young guys, they'll be say, Beyonce is my role model. There's a Washington is my role model. The question is, what impressed you about him? Just because he sings? Just because he has the courage to speak? What impressed you? Okay. Now let's take an example of Caleb. Now this is a general question. I want everybody to talk. What impressed you about Caleb? We all know. I choose Caleb because Caleb is a simple, easier. Everybody know about Caleb, right? Caleb and Joshua. We all know the story. Joseph, promised land and all. Now do say Caleb and you know the story, right? Okay. What impressed you about Caleb? Oh, come on, man. The time you go. Hello.
He didn't let anything get in between him and what God has asked him to do.
He did not let anything or anybody come in between him and God. The one is in the anchor. So, as a human being in life, we have values as Christians. We have values as human beings. And I won't let anything come between me and my God. I won't let anybody come between me and my wife. I don't want anybody come between me and my husband. I don't want anything or anybody come between me and my family. That's your legacy. And that's the kind of attitude we need to have. Okay? So when you study about somebody, something has to impress you about that person. So Caleb doesn't want anything or anybody to come in between him and his God. Not your negativity. No. Not your richness. No. What else? Who else? Come on. 2 o'clock.
I'm faithful to God.
He's faithful to God. You see, God led them from beginning, even though from where they were going, the distance, they can do it within a day. It took 40 days because of their disobedience and punishments and all that they went through. When he went to the promised land, you know why? Caleb and Joshua put your foot on the ground that we can defeat those people. Those people were looking at the negativity, the giants. But Caleb and Joshua was looking at the faithfulness of God. That's what someone said, he's faithful. He sure didn't say he's faithful of himself. But the faithfulness of God, the promise of God. Last month, I preached about the promises and the promises of God. Okay. If we strongly believe the promises of God, then we have to bind our life with it. And that is Caleb. Okay? One more. Okay, it's fine. Let's continue. Who were his enemies? Who were his enemies?
His own people.
His own people. His own people. Those who trying to pull them down. Those who trying to pull them back. Those who trying to make their destination become unsuccessful. Okay? And then what was the spiritual condition of his time? Was it weak or strong? What was the spiritual condition? Was it weak or strong? Why strong? Why? If it was strong, you wouldn't have 90 people say, oh, forget about God. They're going to kill us. We're not going to go. It was weak. But he stood and tried to make it right. That's what leadership is all about. When things are bad, when things are wrong, you don't quit. You put your foot on the ground because you know you're doing the right thing. And you make sure it works. That's Caleb. The spiritual condition that time was really bad. They disobeyed God. But Caleb and Joshua, they didn't say, well, and say, wait there, you mean you go. You need probably don't know what you mean to pay bet me. No. If God is with you, continue the story. No one will be what? Against you. Okay? And then what part did he play in God's plan? What are some of his characteristics? Okay? Okay, Tamko. We hear something about himself, and we can think about later. He has confidence, fearless. He's a faithful person. He's a courageous person. He believed and trusted the promises of God, as in Romans 4, and he didn't let anything get in the way, just like Moses said. So actually, she sneaked on my notes. Okay. Now, the last page, and and I said, the whole reason why you want to spend your time, your money, your everything to study about somebody is what is there. Number one is to follow God no matter what. Application. To follow God no matter what. Number two, regardless of what people said or did, Caleb trusted God. Regardless of what people will say about you, my brother, my sister, regardless of what anybody will say, I want you to trust God. I want you to trust God. That's the whole thing. So this is where we need to be when we study about people. You cover devotion and then you cover character. We can cover one more, either the topic or word study or the verse by verse analysis. We'll see to that. So, we don't must say, Amen. Amen.
Good morning.
That's right.
Yeah, well.
Okay, one question. Oh.
Ɔde no ho.